when my nights became so complicated. Can't recall my mornings ever been this faded. Maybe this is karma, definition of jaded. This stays on my mind, this stays on my mind. Trying to put don't know when my nights became so complicated. Can't recall my mornings ever been this faded. Maybe this is karma, definition of jaded. This stays on my mind, this stays on my mind. Trying to put
7 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. I think I'm late. So all over the place today, guys. I don't know what the hell going on. Y'all know I am on the road on my way up out of here, but in the interim of trying to get down the road, my I had another situation pop up, so I am pulled over to deal with that. No, nothing with the car or anything with our personal safety, but you know how life be. I just wanted to touch bases with you guys. Come in here and see how everybody was going. Hey Cancer, hey Lakeisha, hey Mira, hey Melody. Let me see if I missed anybody. Oh, so I set this. I'm so sorry, y'all. It looked like I set this up hours ago. Uh, I'm really all over the place. We're not gonna do a traditional reaction, but I discuss some of the things that's going on. It is just so much out here going on that it's just almost overwhelming. Y'all, let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know that you guys are able to hear me. Hey, Ebony Essence. Hey, Melody. Cancer. Mira, Lakeisha. Let me know that you all are able to hear. Okay, great, great, great. So, y'all, it's been a lot going on in these YouTube streets. I still want to react to a little bit more of the stuff going on with Peach down the road. Quite frankly, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That shit is kind of overwhelming. It's crazy to me that her mother jumped her ass in and had something to say, because it's like, lady, your ass always uh trying to be on top of shit when it comes to trying to help her handle her shit, but you need to try to help her be shit, because she ain't right now, you know. And why are you talking to her sister that's by your baby daddy, uh who is having conflict with her? That lady ain't called your damn name. Now you want to say something about one thing about it. We had a clean house. Ain't nobody disputed your house clean. Your house was clean and it still is clean, lady. Miss Mamas. They ain't got shit to do with the fact of your daughter out here being dishonorable and disrespectful to her late father, his legacy, and all the things. And baby, was you with him, Teresa, when he was a stripper? Cause He was nice looking back in the day. And I mean, he done had a whole bunch of lives. That man lived his life. That's one thing about it. He had all them kids that he, I guess, wasn't there for. But what he was there for is his damn self. Because he sure seemed like he lived his life. He was a stripper. He was a star basketball player in the neighborhood. He was a street pharmacist. He was a gigolo, apparently. And my thing is, what made him be there for some kids and not others? Because, for Peach to sit up here and talk about how he wasn't there, it's a whole bunch of stories and scenarios that make it seem like he was there. So what's the real story here, Peach? And why you keep butting in where nobody is talking to you, Tracy? Like, let that girl get her ass toe up in peace. Shit. Quite frankly, you should be happy somebody else tearing her ass up and she off your ass. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, am I wrong? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Drop a heart in the chat if you think that her mama was completely out of line to jump her ass in and try to have something to say to that girl. Cause that really ain't your business, cause she grown as fuck. Hey Mira. Pete the Meat was a man with many faces, wasn't it, doggone counsel? Honey, many faces and many. Damn, how can I say that? I don't know. I'm gonna let that one alone. He had a lot going on though. He really did. Um, I just don't understand how sometimes he was there and sometimes he wasn't. Now, quite frankly, we sit up here and talk about people with 5 and 6 kids, and we see how they struggle to try to parent that many children. I can't, I, I can't imagine how Pete the Meat having 24 kids, he wasn't going to be able to be there for them. And yeah, that does make sense. He's not going to be able to be there. But I don't know. It's just something weird about that whole situation. I mean, was he available to all his kids? Did he claim all these kids? I just got so many damn questions. And why was he out there slanging his thing in the damn strip club? Was it about how you go from being a damn stripper to a damn uh street dude? Like that shit is crazy to me. Her mom was completely out of line. Those women never said nothing bad about her. Yeah, exactly. So why is you over here now? You won't say shit to Peach, but you gonna sit out here and jump in this shit. This shit don't have nothing to do with you. And quite frankly, I don't know why Peach keep playing with these damn people. I don't know why none of these folks keep playing. Cause quite frankly, the point that they are at now, I'd be ready to go knock on her damn door or meet her outside her kids' school. Like the shit is crazy to me. It's too much. And we're not gonna keep doing all of this. Hey, sweet Nika. Girl, I'm all right. I'm on the road on the way home finally. So just trying to have a safe trip. I really be putting more on myself than I need to be trying to do. I was really trying to put some have my video up, but I couldn't get it done, and man, my energy is so low. Thank God my daughter is doing most of the driving back to Arkansas, cause honey, I would have had to go on an airplane. I wouldn't have been able to do this back and forth. I really not right now. I don't know what's going on with me. But the most important thing is I need to get home. I haven't been able to. I've missed countless doctor's appointments, like all of that. So I'm definitely trying to get my rear in gear and get my butt back to the house. Hey Della. Because we're stopped cancer, we got at least 10 more. Yeah, at least 10 more. Honey, we ain't been on the road that long. Thank you so much, Della. But yeah, so y'all, what do y'all think now? Several years ago, I did a reaction to the video where Peach McIntyre, her house had caught on fire. Now, I knew that was out there. I do know that, that happened. I did a reaction on it, but what I didn't know the word on the curve was that she set the fire. I know they said the damage was so bad they really couldn't tell where the fire started. But apparently the word around Tampa is that she may have set the fire because she was broke. That's one of the things that's come out recently. Now that was a lot going on right there, y'all. I wasn't expecting that. I definitely was not expecting. I mean, what kind of people are these? Who the hell is out here doing shit like that? The more time passes, the more I realize how sheltered I grew up. I was just conversating with someone and I told them like we never seen people. And I mean, I've stayed for a period of time in low income housing as a child. I mean, not my whole upbringing. Hey, Shonda. But I did stay there from time to time and never had I seen, you know, like people on drugs, the way people make them looking crazy, dressed crazy, them white lips, the stereotypical shit. I've never seen no shit like that. Also, even in the hoods being like crime ridden and all of that stuff, our uh I guess projects you would call them wasn't like that. Did I say hey, Shonda? Y'all be sure y'all hit that like button for me. But, I just feel like I grew up sheltered. Like all the crazy shit going on, like I could never fathom. I never would have thought, uh, no matter how broke I was, about setting no damn fire. Like what the hell? I also never would have uh set up and just had baby after baby after baby after baby wouldn't, and I couldn't handle the ones I already had. Like that just would not be something that I would even consider. Like I wouldn't even put myself in a position to be there. Now I do understand in life things happen, situations happen, and sometimes it's just beyond you the things that happen. But even with that, it's like, oh my goodness. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Like now I think that it was bad business of pissy ass Peach to be sitting up here talking about Wood's other daughter. Um, Not other daughter, but just daughter. Period. That's not her place. Like, why are you talking about this kid? Why are you bringing the daughter up? You was just talking about the mother, how she was a big girl. You said Wood was ashamed of her because she was a big girl, but now that's the best sex he ever had. So first of all, I would feel some type of way if I'm with the man, we done in a long term relationship, and he telling me that, well, maybe that ain't how she said it. The best sex he ever had. I know she said that was his first orgasm or something like that. Right, Nika, because it's like, girl, like you keep running your mouth, and she keep talking about more and more people. I mean, it ain't like you untouchable, baby. You ain't got no damn bodyguards, and you not that rich. You clearly are broke because you out here trying to do classes. You out here talking about your family. You out here messing with this man's children. They all have their own relationships with Pete the Meat. But if you didn't have a good one, why the fuck is you talking about the man? He gone, honey. And his last days on this earth, you did everything that you could to make them awful. You did. Even the other young lady, Mo, talked about how hurt he was with the things that Peaches said. And that time that she was talking about him, accusing him of being gay and whatever else she was saying, like that shit, I just, that shit is unforgivable to me. Like, she really, in my opinion, was going way too far with the shit. Like, girl, have several freaking seats. It is not that deep. And the thing is, she's arguing and saying crude things to her family members that have not made any effort to try and have any kind of issues with her. So you picking with people who, they're not complicit with you about being in um some kind of internet beef. You pissing people off for real. And that one that really looked like that, hey KN, um, it's one that looked like the daddy. Big old chocolate brother. Deep ass voice. And he got that little peach fuzz on his damn chin. He is the one talking about, if y'all up there being a part of this sour patch and y'all see me on the street, don't talk to me because I'm gonna slap the shit out you. And I believe it. I believe everything that man said, because baby, he looked like honey. He got them meat hook hands. That's what I be saying about my grandbaby little hands, because she a little old bitty thing, but when I tell you her hands thick as fuck, thick. She hit you. She a little girl, 1 year old. If she hit you, it's still gonna hurt. Hey, beautiful love. Welcome to the chat. Y'all, as y'all come in, please hit that like button for me. Y'all, basically today, I'm traveling. We are headed back home. So I just wanted to stop and talk to you guys about some of the things that have been going on. I haven't been feeling the best, so I really haven't been doing any reactions the last 2 days. Um, so I just want to come in, not to mention, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, to all of that shit that's going on with Peach, it's a lot. I mean, a week ago we talked about her taking her son somewhere. Then, they was talking about how she parents, and quite frankly, I had actually recorded a video talking about choice, because it's like, what about choice? When you look at the fact that he's getting older, he may or may not be in school, he's not getting any type of coping skills for his deficiencies, and he is not learning to live independently. It just concerns me because at some point he may not be on his own, but he'll damn sure be an adult and he'll be out in the world, and he'll need to learn how to get along and coexist and understand people's boundaries and things of that nature. If he not, that can be very dangerous. I mean, it definitely can be very dangerous. So it just concerned me, and I just sat down one day and I was like, what about choice? Why don't y'all love that boy enough to get him therapy? Why don't you love him enough to make sure he's learning how to deal with his disability? Why? Yes, daddy is there. Daddy can physically handle him. But Wood is not going to be who he is today forever. He's going to get older. Choice is going to get stronger. I mean, what about then? You say Choice could be one of the most successful of all of them with the right therapy. Exactly. Not to mention, none of us is going to live forever. None of us will live forever. What is going to happen with that baby once his parents are gone? While you on here playing patty cake crap on social media with your siblings who are not okay with it, your son, your children as a whole, everybody in your house is sitting here listening to the shit that you do. They're looking at the shit that you do. They are going to feel at some point that it's either okay, or if they do know that it's not okay, they're going to have to live with the fact that it's not okay. How is that going to leave them with dealing with her? it's just so many things to consider here. Like, girl, like, get your shit together. What is your long range plan? Because you can't argue forever. And quite frankly, even if you can argue forever, you can't stay hidden forever. Because at some point, you're going to come outside and somebody going to be ready for you. She is being too disrespectful. And she is so eager to try to swing and fight against people who cannot fight for themselves, just like her father. Now, before he got sick to the point that he was debilitated, we hardly ever heard her talk about that man. But all of a sudden, when he couldn't, when he was too weak, then he's all kinds of things that, it just didn't even make sense for his life. One day he a stripper out here having all these babies. The next thing he's gay. Come on, girl. Like, what you got going on for real? Right, beautiful. Hey, Jasmine. And she has a lot of kids in that house. Now, I want to ask y'all about this. How do y'all feel about her stating? First of all, let me go back for a second. We talked about the situation with the fire. How many of y'all believe that she possibly caused that accident? Now, let's be honest. They said they couldn't find out what happened, right? But that the city streets is saying that Peach might have had something to do with it. If she did, there's no statute of limitations on criminal activities. If they get enough circumstantial evidence, they could literally charge her with that today with 9 children. Not to mention, she got money. People gave her money behind the situation happening. And but they spent a lot of money. They like the city had to spend a lot of money to fight that fire. That situation could be very, very bad for Peach while she playing games on the internet. It's like some shit she just need to leave alone. And quite frankly, while she's around here pissing all these damn people off, what happened? I apologize, y'all. But what I was gonna say is, while she's around here pissing people off, she cannot control the outcome of all of this. So that means that if enough people talk about this situation and it gets back to the proper authorities, she don't know who knows what and how that outcome could come. She really needs to think while she's up here acting. So you think she could have set the fire? You know, obviously way back then, um, I didn't know a lot about her. She had been on social media several years by that point, but at the same time, um, I don't know. I'm one of those people. Like I said, I lived very sheltered, and quite frankly, I feel even in today's society, with all that I see and all that we talk about, I still feel a lot of times that I'm naive. I say that because, had it not come from someone else, that she could have probably set the fire. I never would have thought that. Quiet as it's kept, I didn't think. I thought it was just something that happened. I mean, not that fires aren't set, but I just thought it was a messed up situation. Is what I'm trying to say. Now, another thing that came out with all of this is the situation about Wood. They say that Wood, um, his first child was by a girl who was, I think she was 13 when she got pregnant. She had the baby when she was 14. And, they were putting it out here as if he was several years older. Can y'all hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me now, Cancer. Well, shout out to Ain't Low. Um, okay, y'all can hear me now. It kicked me out the studio. I had to come back in. I apologize for that. According to the mother, she was 13 when she got pregnant and 14 when she had her baby. She put that on Facebook. So somebody found the message and talked about it on TikTok. So I'm just gonna go by what she said, although I know Miss Loretta does have a connection with some of the people around this. Quite frankly, I don't see how she don't get tired of talking about this. Let me say it like this: talking about the Peach saga every single day. She talk about that girl. For the most part, let me say it like that because I don't want to make it sound like I'm saying something negative because I'm not. If it's something to talk about, talk about. Yeah. Now I ain't playing. I mean, I'm with you when you're right, Jasmine, because baby, um, she definitely has consistent views on her channel. I'm talking about Miss Loretta from talking about Peach. She is able to take care of her grandchild with that income. Being that she is on a fixed income for herself, that money, I'm sure, is a great addition to her household, which allows her to do something that otherwise she may not have been able to do, and that is always a blessing. I mean, even with Peach out here using her platform to make money, nobody can say anything negative about that. I mean, that is not the issue. The issue is, damn girl, like, um you can't find nothing else to do to make the money. It's like you really got to get out here and be on this fugazi ass bullshit, fighting with people, telling people business and all type of things. Now, this is what I want to ask y'all. Do you guys believe what she said about her brother? Or should I say, Akasha? She has accused Akasha of touching her. Um, Now let's be honest, some kids in some environments, um, they get curious and things like that. So things can happen. But do y'all believe that shit? Do you believe, after all this time, if that's the case, why would she have said something? Do you believe that happened? And she's like, she went and told her daddy. Now, why she didn't tell her damn mama? She say her daddy wasn't basically a daddy. Yes, you was at your daddy house when it happened, but why your mama didn't get involved? So when you went home, you didn't tell them. Like, that's some suspect shit to me. I definitely want to know what y'all think. I'm gonna be honest again. Growing up, I never knew of any children who went through those type of things. The kids I grew up around, and myself included, we didn't know anything about uh what to be curious about. We didn't know about that type of stuff. So, wasn't no touchy, even if it was innocent, or children being curious. So that's not something that I have a reference point about. So you know what I'm saying? I can only give commentary based on my personal experiences. And so I don't believe, because a lot of people feel like, oh, kids do that all the time, like it happens all the time. No, it don't, because it never happened with my upbringing. As far as, my children never came to me telling me that any experiences like that even happened around them. You know what I'm saying? I was very sheltered, apparently. So why would she come out here and say it now? Out of all the people business she done told, out of her consistently saying that she never had situations like that happen in her life, now all of a sudden you coming out here talking about your brother touched you. And then why tell it now? You are in a very open arena of conversation. You're encompassing a lot. You have your children that are older. Most your older kids are all going to hear this stuff. You have a daughter in the house with 8 boys. You're not hyper vigilant about protecting her. You leave her ass at home just like you leave the rest of them kids at home. Like, I mean, you know, she just doesn't act like somebody who is uberly aware of that. Now, clearly, with the stories that she has told us, yes, other people in her family have had situations like that. No, Tangela, I realize it does happen a lot. I'm not being naive about that, especially once I realize those things happen at all. You educate yourself, you get in a position. It can happen. Kids do get curious. It's one thing, that they touch each other in a curious type of situation. It's another thing that it rises uh to a situation to where it could be considered SA. Let me say it like that. I'm trying to be very uh careful at how I speak on this stuff. Hey Sheila. Tangela, did I speak? If I didn't, hey love. So I just find it curious that she's bringing this out now. Out of all the things that she's done, out of all the back and forth she's had, and out of all the things that she has told, now you come with this. And then you say you told a daddy that ain't a daddy, that was never there, and he was never around. That's who you told. And you told him that about the child that he raised. And now he's supposed to be some kind of sinister person who's um homosexual, as they say, homosexual. I forgot how they said that, but basically homosexual. The whole situation is crazy. I would believe more that she. So let me say it like this: can we say that he didn't touch her? No, we can't say that. Can we say that uh the environment wasn't conducive to that type of situation? No, we cannot say that. Uh, but I believe if he did, it was like you guys are saying, children being curious and not children trying to grope or relive or re-experience something that they have experienced before. Because most young people who conduct themselves in that manner, they have had to get it from somewhere. They had to learn it somewhere. Yeah, I know she's doing it for money, but it is so many ways you can make money on social media. So many. Let's be honest, she has ruined her channel. She has over 650 something thousand subscribers on YouTube, and she can't even amass a video with that will receive 30,000 subs or 30,000 views. Like her videos barely get 10,000 views, if that. That's almost a dead channel when it comes to a person with such a big following. Like for real. That is crazy. Really, Jasmine, you do? That would definitely be interesting. What just came to my mind, I wonder if Peach, you know what? I will say this in light of what you just said, Cancer. I would believe that over the other way around. Think about all the stories that she has told us about her childhood and about uh, things being physical. Like the two cousins that was, doing it to each other. Um, she just know about everybody touching and getting touched on. But all of this is going on around you. Now she said she was a virgin until she was 16. That's what she told us. So with all of that going on, you never got by curious. You never got curious. You never thought of whatever. And then even when she started dealing with Wood, she claims, she made him wait. So I mean, I don't know, y'all. So you feel the cyberbullying, Stacy. Child, Peach needs to stop playing games. Peach needs to uh take her life, um, be more of a parent. Stop trying to be an antagonist. Stop trying to cyber bully. Stop trying to have all of this conflict. She is a very weak individual. She can't fight for herself. Like, that's not your thing. So stop putting yourself and your children in harm's way, because if now I don't think any of the people that she beefs too much on TikTok with people to do the things that she does, because she can catch the right one, and some people don't care about her and your children, baby. Especially if you took them there, they do not care. You right, Cancer, and she is very hypersexual. She is. The shit is weird. Child, like I said, it is very overwhelming, all the information, and then her trying to mess with all the siblings, and now you got all the siblings coming out. And really, they just cussing her out and saying whatever. But quite frankly, they're being pulled into something that um I don't think that they wanted or was ready for or even care to be involved in. But they used to make this statement when I was a kid: even a dog gets tired. And people are tired of Peach fucking with them. That shit gets old for real. And I could only imagine. And she's so unrelenting with that mouth of hers. Like, oh my God. I just, I feel bad for her kids. I do. I feel bad for her kids. And I can only imagine her mind has to be sick and depraved to the umpteenth power that she can consistently, conduct herself and relish in all of this bullshit that she always has going on. It's like, girl, get yourself together. It's crazy. And I'm just being honest. Nobody should have all of this. Nobody's life should encompass all of this. She seems to put the type of content She seems to put this type of content out of bed. She should be going to the police if this is true instead of coming on social media. What does she expect social media to do? That's true. And why is everybody in your upbringing perverse? Everybody, yes, things happen in childhood, but good Lord, girl, like it, I mean, with all that she says, it's just a lot to unpack. It really is. It's a lot to unpack. And I mean, geez. Hold on, I done lost my screen again. I feel so bad for her kids, especially Choice and Gregory seem scared of her, and Choice just wants her attention. Yeah, that's true. All of her children will need emotional therapy at some point. They will. But where will she end up? With all that she has done, all that she has put out here, those children are just, they're not in a they there is she's putting them in a position that it is no way that they'll just have a normal situation down the road. Like, she is so depraved that it's just going to be what it is, and that's unfortunate for them. Y'all is fucking weird, like, for real. A lot of her stories don't add up, but some of the things that she's talked about, are crazy. Hey, Cheryl. But yeah, I just wanted to touch bases with y'all. I wanted to just have a little conversation about some of the things that's been going on. I still plan to expound a little more on Keontae and Tanae's situation. I heard somebody talking about it yesterday, and some of the things they said, it was some good points made, but at the same time, both of them fouled up that situation with those kids. Right now, Cheryl, we've been talking about Peach and all of the overwhelming bull crap that she has out here going back and forth with her siblings. The fact that she can still, if she really did have something to do with the fire, um, oh Lord, hold on, y'all. If she had something to do with the fire that happened at her old apartment, that it's not too late for them to judicate her negatively. Also, um I asked everybody what do they think about her trying to say that her brother touched her. um and she said she told her dad. Cancer says she feels like it could have actually been the other way around. I did ask everybody, do they think that she's capable of the fire situation? And a couple of people said they felt like she was. It's just a lot. And um, I just wanted to put a little conversation out there or talk about it just a little bit. But quite frankly, it was kind of overwhelming. It was so much going on. Now, I do commentary on her. I do commentary on a lot of people. And sometimes a lot of things do happen, but sometimes, when it's so much to talk about, sometimes I just sit back and just let what's going on resonate with me and just see where we end up. Because that shit was a lot going on, honey. It just, all of this mess is. And quite frankly, I don't think she understands that the more damage you do to people on your channel, the more you are turning your channel into a damaged existence. She's not going to ever really be able to make money on there like she did at one point in time. So all she will have is this arguing back and forth. And girl, you can't argue forever. What do y'all really think about none of the family shutting her up by now? Not physically, not on paper. You know what, Gemini? What I do know is I couldn't do it. I could not have a child of mine out here doing this. Now, do you want to go to court with your kid? Of course you don't. Do you want a child that will disrespect you in the manner that she does her mother? Of course you don't. Do you want a child to feel about their parent the way she clearly feels about hers? No, of course not. And for me, her mother, I get that she feels complicit. She has to. She want to say certain shit ain't got nothing to do with her, but a lot of what Peach got going on has to do with her. Now that doesn't mean she created Peach to be who she is. Peach made the conscious decision to be an asshole, and that's who she chose to be. But even with that being the case, a lot of what she's seen as a child warped her mind to the point that she could do the things she's doing and be the person she's being. I do wish someone would take her to court and shut her down. Honestly, that's probably, I think that would be the best thing to happen for her. Like somebody need to drag her a little bit, but they need to drag her in a way that it has real repercussions. She need to sit in a jail cell for a minute. Maybe on a gag order. I probably, if I was her family and she kept doing me like that and it was just harmful to my mental health, I wouldn't even care about harmful to a brand, harmful to my mental health. Oh, we got to go down through that, little mama. We gonna go to court. I'm going to request that the judge put you under a gag order every time you talk on me, especially if it's not true and if it's damaging to me as a person or my mental health, baby. Not only, judge, do I want her to pay a fine, I want her to be held in contempt of the gag order, and I want her to go to jail. She may have, and that may be the problem, Gemini, that she has something that she can put out there to cause them to suffer the consequences. So I mean, shit, what can you do about that? But say, oh damn, that's all you can do. Yeah, she needs repercussions and to pay the cost. And honestly, I don't think the money would matter as long as she has access to the money. Let's be honest. This girl got a $40,000 tax lien. That's people go to jail for tax issues, and she still don't give a fuck. And she still ain't fucked up about paying it or even making a payment arrangement. Money is not it. It would have to be real consequences. Her sitting in a damn jail cell. Something that is completely out of her control and puts her out of control and off of social media and away from the people that she want to control, like Wood, her kids, things of that nature. Now, that type of shit, that'll get her to shut the fuck up. That's the only thing I feel that would do it. Her husband is weak. And honestly, I feel like, what? Let's be honest. Everybody wants to say that Wood is not very smart. Let's for a minute say that's true. A man who is dealing with a perverse, depraved minded individual like Peach, who is not only a mass manipulator, but very controlling. He has nothing to bring to the table. He cannot take care of himself. He got all these kids. He's concerned about his kids. He loves his kids. Whether he wanted them or not, they here. Um, and he wants to make sure they are good. At least they're protected. They're not, they he can't stop her from doing anything, but he can stop her from doing some things just by being there. If he pushes back with Peach, she can put him out and put him away from the kids. I think that's a fear of his because he don't feel like his kids will be protected, and he don't trust her. What the hell is he supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is bigger than him. This shit is bigger than his intellect. This shit is bigger than probably any situation he's ever seen. Ain't really nothing he can do, you know? But yeah, I feel, do I feel bad for Wood? In some ways I do feel bad for him. Because he's in a situation that he can't, to be honest, Wood can't protect them kids from Peach. He can't protect them from her. He can barely protect himself from her. I don't see that about Wood either. He plays his part for a reason, and I think he is beyond what people think. And I do believe the kids are a big factor. Yeah, I don't think Wood is as dumb as people think either. I think that it does matter him being around. Every time she would put him out, the mother never intervenes, but she always sends that boy back to that house. Why? Because she's scared for her kids. It's something that that lady feels or something that that lady knows that's bigger than any of us realize. And at the grand scheme of things in life, sometimes you have to lose the battle to win the war. Sometimes you got to do that. Yeah, Gemini, she does have her hooks in him. But yeah, like I said, I really think that it's bigger than Wood. I don't think he's as dumb as people think. I think he's just a simple, little country boy or city boy, um, who knows life's experience based on what he has lived, you know? Um, and I think that this whole situation is bigger than him. He's not the type that's gonna go do research on this and research on that and know how to deal with this and that. And I think Wood wants to love Peach, And but I think part of him loving her is also loving what being with her did for him. He's able to be out doing what the hell he want to, being with whoever he want to, and that's that on that. I absolutely agree. Plus, he might not bring in any money, but let's be real, he keeps those kids in whatever house they're in running. He does. And I believe just like Peach quite often puts herself in a position that's bigger than she can deal with. I think she's done that with her life now, and I think she's done that with that household and them kids. I believe she loves the kids from what she understands as love, but she don't want them fucking kids. She gonna say I don't like other people's kids, but I like mine. No, I gotta deal with mine, so I'm gonna deal with them in the way that I deal with them, which is to put them under the care of their daddy and keep him comfortable so he can keep them out my face. That's how she loves them, which ain't love at all, but that's her type of loving. That girl don't care nothing about them damn kids. They are means to an end, and they his. And for some reason, she feel like that make her special. Now, when I saw her going to pay that child support on that daughter, I said, "Oh, I guess you making sure he keep that goddamn driver's license, huh?" I'm gonna go look that up too and see if she really made that payment. He is about 11,000 behind. I've seen it. I just didn't put the information out there because for what? Is he in it with her? I don't think he's in it with her. Wood is just wood. I think people really sometimes put more into a situation than it really has to be. He just who he is. I'm going back to him supposedly sleeping while she was making all of the noise. I don't know. I don't know about that part. Hey, Regina, I don't think Peach is capable of love. I agree with that, Cancer. I definitely agree with that. So y'all, I just wanted to come in here and talk to y'all for a little while. As we get on down the road, if I get another opportunity, I will come on here. We can talk some more about things. If it's anything y'all want me to look at, y'all can DM me on just just me CMB over on Instagram or over here in the comments. We'll be back. Hopefully by Tuesday evening, we'll be back to everything being normal. I can get home, get some rest, and try to get back to a sense of normalness. I was scrolling down Pete's sister page on Facebook, the hairdresser named Mo, and guess who was sitting in her chair today? Really? Oh, you gotta send that to me, Regina, over on send it to me, just me CMB over on Instagram. Now I ain't gonna hold you on that. I want to get in her chair. I want her to do something to my cause baby, when I seen that style she did with the black and red, and it's like depending on how she combed the hair, the style just took on a different form. Oh, I loved that so much. Wood is slow. He wasn't on 600 Highway for nothing. A delay he was born with. Peach know this and she uses it to her advantage. That could be true. That's true too, Tangela. Yeah, y'all be sure y'all hit that like. Baby, I'm gonna have to go over there and look for that, Regina. But yeah, send that to me. Okay, boo, I'm finna head out of here anyway, Melody. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. We gonna try to keep it moving, and I will definitely be back later. Thank y'all. Be sure y'all hit that like button. And yeah, definitely those of you who missed the beginning, let me know what y'all think. I want to know, do you guys feel she is capable of setting a fire? Do you think it's any truth to that? I also would like to know, do you guys feel that she's being honest about what she said about her brother slash sister, because I respect what people want to be called, Akosha. What do y'all believe? And I'm gonna tell y'all another thing that I believe. I believe that Peach is jealous. She sees her sister thriving. She recently made a comment. See, y'all should have had me on TV. But and I think that a part of bringing her sister in it and trying to say something sinister about her is to mess up her brand, to try to stifle anything she could take from her. Not because she even care, just because she is a crab in a barrel type individual. I really think that. Anyway, guys, I will see you guys later. Thank y'all so much for watching.
Don't know when my nights became so complicated. Can't recall my mornings ever then it's faded. Maybe this is karma, definition of jaded. This stays on my mind, this stays on my mind. Trying to put a muzzle on my crazy feelings. One minute I'm cold and then the next I'm slipping on. With somebody new, I swear she don't deserve it. Oh, it's still on my mind. She's still on my mind. And we build it up, just to let it wash away. Don't know when my nights became so complicated. Can't recall my mornings ever then it's faded. Maybe this is karma, definition of jaded. This stays on my mind, this stays on my mind. Trying to put a muzzle on my crazy feelings. One minute I'm cold and then the next I'm slipping on. With somebody new, I swear she don't deserve it. Oh, it's still on my mind.